We should be on check real quick. We should be live. Trying to wait for it to come through. Huh?
Like that's
Press
it.
the go live button twice, Frank.
Like there's no intro. Like no,
no intro today. No, because
Whackity smackity.
I didn't want to fuck it up really bad. So I don't know how Billy does it, where I set up here and he streams it through something else. So I just said fucking go live.
See, that actually makes sense. I mean, if there's one reason to keep Billy around, I guess it's that.
Yeah,
Literally the only one, actually.
What's up, guys? We are live today. Welcome to the Salt Mine. And okay, so he says it there. Okay, that's cool. Sorry. So we have here today with us Chris. Chris is, if you guys haven't known him yet, Shannys' ex-husband. Sorry. So he's here to kind of tell his side of the story, basically because, we hear all of Shannys' shit, but we don't hear from Chris. Chris is just basically, he's like, I'm out of limelight. I do not want to be just, nothing to do with her and shit like that. So, but, she says some, stuff that we think he ought to have his say, ought to speak up for himself. So Drag came up to me and he was like, hey, can we do this? Let's do this. And I was like, let's fucking do it. And here we are. So we do have questions in Discord. And we will try to get to most of them. And if you guys, in the chat want to ask questions, easiest way to let us know is through Super Chat, so we can see it just like that. So, but yeah, Chris, you want to introduce yourself, man?
Yeah, well, thanks guys for having me. I'm Chris. I'm Shann's ex-husband. I've wanted to do this for a while, but as I said, all the repercussions and stuff, I just don't have the means really of my own to produce a video that'd be long enough to go over everything, or even know what people would even care to listen to. So it's about what I got there.
Well, it's definitely a niche audience. There's like a group of people that just follow Shady because it's just such a fucking train wreck. She's just another one of those lolcows that's kind of appeared on, and it's gotten worse. Like years ago, the moon is a hologram. Going online and and making a statement about hologram moon theory or something like that. You think that would be the low point for most people online, but it's amazing. She found a way to shoot even lower than that.
Yeah, well, we got their dream, I guess.
But what I find really so which Chris is this? Because this is the part that always gets me. And I'm like, is this the violent, terrible, malicious Chris, or the Chris that she loves with all of her heart and she would drop Rev in a second to get back with you, and that you were like true love and that Chris? Because she talks about both of them, and I'm not quite sure which one you are.
I'm actually neither of those Chris's. Like, I'm not a violent person at all, and I'm not the person that Shann was married to. I've done a lot of growing up during my time apart.
So has she. Sorry, she's growing, just growing. Sorry, that's my bad.
Yeah, no, I'm just growing and, growing up a lot. So, no, I'm not the same person that she, knew 3 years ago. I've had a lot of time to evaluate and not get drawn into her. I don't generally watch her stuff, to be honest. When Drag hit me up today, completely took me by surprise a little bit because, I didn't think anyone really even cared about all this stuff. So.
Oh, there we go. Got from my mute button. Yeah, so the reason I'd reached out to you is because, and this is, I'm sure, to Shannys' surprise, she kept mentioning you a lot. Like, she never really stopped talking about you, but for some weird reason, very recently, she just kept going on, and it'd be silly things. Like, there would be someone in the chat whose name is Chris, which is a very common name.
Right.
And so, is that my Chris? Huh? And it's like, whoa, no, it's a guy named, he's moved on. And so some of us went, hey, how is Chris doing? Let's look. So okay, all right. Holy shit, he's with a bad bitch. Okay, cool, awesome. I'm happy for Chris. And so I said, hey, I want to reach out to him, see how he's doing. And so that's sort of what sparked me to reach out. And then I had the bad ideas, like, you know what? She's just been saying all types of shit. And put it out there. She claims that you physically abused her, sexually abused her, that you were hooked on drugs and all types of stuff. And she said these sorts of things about me, about other people, and of course they're lies. So it's like, well, what else was she lying about? And so what better way than to go, straight to the horse's mouth?
Sure. I mean, she's done a fair amount of lying over the past. I mean, I don't know the last time I made videos. That's really the last time I really seriously ever watched her videos. I mean, I have people who like friends and stuff who on their own free will, I tell them not to do it, but they watch her stuff. And so I kind of knew that she was still up to her usual shenanigans, running my name to the mud for practically no reason. I mean, it's been 3 years. Last time I saw her was 3 years ago to the day. So that's the last time I see her in person.
Yeah, and she still holds water for you. There's actually a video that I may or may not have on me right now where she claims that if you were to contact her, she would just drop everything and come right back to you, which is weird because I'm pretty sure you don't reciprocate those feelings.
No, absolutely not. I would not. I wouldn't go back to that. That was probably the lowest point in my life, was those, like, especially the last few years that I was with, especially the last year, was the accumulation of where everything kind of just went to shit. I mean, it was gradually always getting to that point, but it was gradual at first. But the last year that we were together just really was like one of the lowest moments in my life, and it was like everything was spiraling out of control. So no, I wouldn't go back to that.
Well, you talk about like the end there, like the beginning is actually what I'm kind of curious about too. Is like that because you guys weren't dating long before you got married, and like we've heard, Betty and like other stories that count about the reason why you guys rushed into marriage. Can you kind of enlighten us on that?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So we dated maybe, I want to say 3 or 4 months before I proposed to her. And then it was during that point, that's the first time she ever accused me of cheating on her, which I didn't cheat on her at this point. It wasn't like a serial thing, like a continual progression of me just cheating on her. But that was the first time. She ended up going to the shower and harming herself, and I called my mom. CPS got involved. And so she lost her kids. And so her brother-in-law was a lawyer.
She lost her kids because she thought you were cheating on her, and she had threatened like self-harm or something, or
yep, pretty much, yep. And so I panicked and I called my mother. She's a mandated reporter. So when I told her, I think, check on the boys, check on Shannon, I think she's gonna do something stupid. She, being a mandated reporter, had to call it in, and so the kids were taken away because of it. And so, as I said, progressing a little bit on, she lost her kids. And then her brother-in-law was a lawyer, and he said to expedite getting her kids back would be to get married and find your own place. And so that's kind of what we did.
Oh, wow.
To expedite her reunion with her kids.
Right. So this is before y'all are like officially like y'all are a couple, but y'all are a married couple at this point.
Yeah, this when her brother-in-law made the recommendation to do that. That's when we decided to go from engaged to married, courthouse. I mean, I think within 5 months we were married.
Wow. That's a monumental to take someone on that has severe mental illness is a task, and that requires a lot of compassion, a lot of patience. So with that, after that event, did Shanny seem like she was interested in actually receiving mental health services so that wouldn't happen in the future?
I mean, she was resistant to it.
She was resistant to getting help.
Say that. She was resistant to, seeking the help that she needed.
I'm shocked.
I mean, she did receive it. I will say to that regard, she did receive it, but it was very not what she wanted to do.
Was it mandated therapy
Yep.
for her release? Okay, so outside of mandated therapy, Shanny is absolutely averse to receiving mental health therapy.
Yes.
Okay.
That's my from my knowledge of everything, and just the past whatever the 7 years, 6-7 years I was with her, that is, I think, true.
Wow, 6-7 years, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, that's so. How old were the boys then when you guys first got together?
I'm gonna fuck this up. I think the oldest was maybe 5 or 6, and the youngest was like 1 or 2, I think. But I probably got that wrong. They were young.
So, with that being said, mental health is a very, very serious topic, and one of the things that annoys me about Shanny is that she seems to use mental illness as a crutch or as a shield from criticism, while those of us who do have several mental illnesses understand that we cannot do that, and it seems to have been sort of something that she's always had in her repertoire. Does she, in your recollection, use her mental illness sort of as an excuse or a shield from criticism?
She used a lot of things. Well, yeah, that to excuse criticism. She would, I mean, you've seen the videos of at least when we were together. That's what I can really speak to, because of the last 3 years, I really, like, year and a half, I haven't really watched her stuff. That is, yeah, she, yeah.
Okay, so
definitely did use that as an excuse. I mean, she used a lot of excuses why she couldn't work, why she couldn't, do this, that, and what have you. She had a lot of things that she liked to shield in front of her.
wow, so you were the primary breadwinner, if I remember correctly.
Correct. I mean, I worked the complete duration of our marriage, except for a week when I thought about going back to school.
I remember that.
Yeah, but we just couldn't afford it. It wasn't something that I could afford, and I would, if I wanted to go to school, I wanted to be able just to devote my attention to it, so I could get it done and take it seriously, not have to juggle around a full-time job and, trying to get a degree in something.
Right. So I personally remember that because you and I had a conversation where you wanted me to assist you, because I think you wanted to do something in the realm of the sciences, if I remember correctly.
More media studies stuff is more what I was interested in. Like,
okay. I
was really, really wanting to get into media studies. At the time, I really wanted to be just a big, I wanted to do the whole YouTube thing. And I figured that a certification in media studies would help me make better quality videos and such. So that was kind of what I really wanted to do.
Right.
And do whatever chili stuff on the side until it took off. That was kind of what I wanted to do, but I mean, couldn't afford it. I couldn't get student loans or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, well, that's it. So in that whole duration, I worked. The only time I didn't have a job was for 1 week. And she worked maybe in our 6-7 years, 6.5 years. She worked probably about 2.
2 years?
Yeah, that's not in total. That's just 2 years that she had a job or
had a job. Okay, just sort of intermittently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, was she at least supportive of you going, or both of you at some point going back to school?
I mean, she did, but she wasn't. I mean, she didn't like the idea of having to work, I don't think, and I don't know that to be a fact. I just don't think she wanted to have that burden of having to be the primary thing. Well, I did go through school, and something we talked about, and then when I was done, I would support her while she went to school. It's kind of the thing we were going for.
Right. That's what me and my wife do. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for, but I just feel like if I wasn't the one doing it, I was ruining the family. I wasn't, doing my part. I wasn't being the man of the house like I should have been. I wasn't, a man of God like I was supposed to be.
So were those her words, ruining the family by you going back to school?
I mean, she did. I don't remember exactly if that one. There has been times where I tried to pursue something else, and even though it was less money, it was something I was more interested in doing. Had better hours, whatever. And whenever I tried to do something that would, make my life a little better, it was always I was ruining the family. I was selfish. I didn't care about everything, because I was taking a $1 pay cut
Oh wow. Okay, that's interesting. So I want to get to some of these questions we have in the chat. See, no question. Just wanted to thank Chris for coming on and telling us his story. Want to know about the axe incident. Does Chris think Rev is just as abused as he was, or worse?
I mean, to be honest, I don't know, because like I don't really, as I said, I don't watch her videos. I don't watch how they interact. At the beginning, I did a little bit, but like at this point in my life, I've really moved on from her. So I don't know. I can imagine that I know she's getting worse. Like I can tell that she's getting worse. She's a lot of her stuff is a lot more unhinged, and I'm not saying that like in a mentally way. I'm just saying in general, it's just kind of out there. And so I don't know. I mean, I would assume though, if everything was, and she was, I mean, not always physically. She did physically abuse me a couple times, but I know that she also assaulted Rev. So I'd imagine it was probably worse for him.
Oh, fair enough. So, brother, how did you do it? So that's actually a sentiment that a lot of people expressed in this one super chat. Just in general, how did you put up with Shanny? Because she seems like a very tough person to deal with. Seems to be never satisfied. She always has to be the center of attention. She can never do anything. There's always an excuse, so on and so forth.
Yeah, no. The reason I stayed with her so long was simply the boys in the end. I mean, you can ask any one of my family members, because they were at the end, you know, the last, they're all saying, you know, you need to leave. And I'm like, but I'll never be able to see the boys again. And I don't want to just like ditch out of their lives. I don't want to, go AWOL on them. So honestly, I stayed in it for so long because of the boys.
Right. And that's something you told us the other day. So I was really
deeply invested. I was really deeply invested in the boys. I watched them grow up. They were, the oldest was almost in his teens. The youngest was almost 10, so I've known him for several years.
Right.
But that's why I did it for so long. That's why I just to get bored. Because I have I'm a tough guy. I might not seem like it all the time, but I'm a pretty tough guy. I can take a hit or two.
Right.
Yeah. I believe you. I'm just saying. Because seriously, like, I mean, you say you don't watch the videos. Obviously here on this channel, we do a lot of chronicling of her videos, and
sure,
I can tell you based on what I've seen, it's not looking good for Rev. When you talk about like, almost like an evolution of how she treats her significant other and just how she is in general, it's I've definitely seen it myself, and I've really only been watching her for this year.
Oh wow. Oof. Well, I'm sure there's a large back catalog you probably had to get caught up on first.
There was. Previous to this, I was only aware of the hologram moon thing, and I think Drunken Peasants did a short thing on one of her videos. But other than that, I was clueless. So it's been a very eventful year.
Oh, definitely. Since she's gotten together with Rev, like Shannys always been, I always used to make, because we all have our own kind of lols cows that we follow. Like mine's always been, Von Helton. The guy is just it's just funny. But I mean, there was a few good people that would follow Shanny, like just like listen to her stuff and comment on it, and I never found it interesting. Just like she was just some crazy, sad like woman like that. Who just believed some really stupid things. But I tell you, this last year and a half, 2 years, however long that she's been, especially in Colorado with Rev, has been
Colorado, Japan, sir.
Colorado, Japan has just been like an oversaturation of just pure insanity coming from that household.
Sure, I've seen some. I've seen some things, but I generally just don't watch her stuff because it's just.
Well, I know, like,
yeah.
Like about what was it? I think it was like a year. I think it was last May or June. You kind of popped up for a little bit because you had gotten some messages because at that time she was doing the same thing. She had made some comments about you. The complete kind of like and I'm purposely not saying borderline personality. I think these are the bipolar comments. Not saying that she has bipolar, but they seem that way. Where like there's one video where Chris is the love of your life, or love of her life, that she misses him, that she was supposed to be with him, they should be together, and she says all this stuff with Rev sitting right beside her, which is like the weirdest shit out there. And then she'd been doing a lot of this stuff, and then she started talking a lot about your relationship and how you had cheated on her and you had thrown this amazing relationship away, and you'd started off responding to that. I think in the first couple of videos were just like, listen, it's just like, yeah, I did cheat on her, I did make some mistakes, but there was kind of a reasoning behind that, and we brought up like the examples of like Rev and stuff. We're going to see some of that shit later, but her attitude turned really quickly after that from you guys having this Disney-esque fucking relationship that was like the greatest thing out there that you just decided to throw away, to you being this vile, disgusting person who had repeatedly assaulted her and shit like this. And it was like just like a drop of the hat. Like her story changed on you there. Mm-hmm. And it was shortly after that I understand. This is like, fuck it, and you just went back to like, you know what? I got better things to do with my time.
Right.
Right. But since those events last year, she's been talking about you still, and it's just as fucking crazy. And it's the same thing. Like, it depends on what day of the week it is. You're either great or you're evil. This week you've been evil, by the way.
I imagine so. I imagine she's probably not too happy about this.
No, in fact, we're going to show you a video in a minute. Frank, do you have the Rev video that he uploaded not even an hour ago?
Yeah, I got it.
In anticipation, because Rev heard, because he doesn't watch it. He's retired, but he watches all of this.
You brought him out of retirement.
Yeah, he came out of retirement.
Wow.
He is watching now. Shanny is also watching now, as well as quite a few other people. So, hi, Rev. Hi, Shanny. How are you doing?
The power you yield, sir. The power you yield.
So Rev has a few. I can't say it's a message. It's I don't know what you call what Rev says when he's live. Like, it's really partly. I think you said manifesto, Socka at one point. It's such a strange fucking gaggle fuck of claims, allegations, conspiracies, and just stuff that Shanny has beaten to him at this point. So we give you an opportunity to address it, because I'm sure you didn't watch it.
Yeah. I'd call it a derailment, but I don't believe they were rails to begin with.
Exactly.
I'll let you judge for yourself.
So as he brings that up, I think a few more things in the chat. Does Chris think that Shanny would actually harm herself?
I don't know. Like, with her, I can never predict what she's going to do, and as I said, it's hard to say. I don't know. I mean, I hope not. Like, I don't wish any harm upon her. Yeah, she did some pretty messed up things to me, but I don't wish any harm upon her.
That's fair. Someone said, "Have you found peace, Chris?"
Yeah, no, I'm not doing this out of anger or out of a sense of revenge or out of a sense of some kind of vindication or grudge. I'm just putting it out there because I was asked if I was willing to do it, and I am, and here I am.
Right. And the last question for now: do you know about their OnlyFans phase?
Unfortunately.
How does that make you feel? Like I'll tell you something. Okay, listen. I'm sorry. Sorry. I have not watched as much of it as Drag, and I'm proud of that. Other than the shit that they sneak into my DMs and make me see, and I look at that, and it's just like, and it maybe just has to be this kind of aversion, or like this thing, because I just don't like her as it is. That whenever I saw that, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. And then to see that and be like, I mean, come on. Did you have those moments where just like, what the fuck was wrong with me?
Right.
Like, geez.
No, I when I first heard, I couldn't believe it. At first, I thought it was a joke, but then people were commenting just on my random videos I've made in the past about them doing it. And I'm like, oh God, why?
Somebody in the chat just pointed out, is that the letter R?
That is the letter R. It's like a fucked up R. It's like.
I never noticed that, and I'm the guy who noticed this shit. That's so he put the letter R in the corner. Okay,
Run, Rev, run.
Yeah.
Just need a couple more R's there, buddy. You got it.
All right, we ready to play this?
Yeah, let's go for it.
JWE,
Can you guys hear?
the Revelation News guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not him, really. This is one of those instances of me being away from YouTube, almost YouTube retired, almost a free agent in the world of streaming, waiting for something better to come along. That's pretty much where I'm at.
Something better. That's true.
Okay. Waiting for some other platform with more freedom. I'm done with YouTube and done with the way that they treat people that get harassed, like me and Shanny.
By the way, he's not actually done with YouTube. He's just moved into the position of co-host on Shannys channel.
Okay. Big.
You know, like, yeah, he doesn't put shit on his channel that much anymore, except for videos like this. But he's still there 8 hours a day, sitting beside fucking Shanny, reading the chats and providing fucking commentary. So
Sure.
his retirement's not doing so good.
And
Well,
there's
see-
free agency.
I know you have a channel that you've put some things out yourself in the past. You never did you end up on the toilet making videos there, Chris?
No, it's actually on one place. I just feel like that's my personal space. No one needs to see me in my bathroom. I have other rooms where I can utilize.
I mean, the funny thing is, so do they, except they literally do not stray further than fucking 10 feet from their bed at any given time. You know, I understand why Shanny can't, because like she's fucking pretty much immobile at this point in time. She's taken fucking root, and you know Rev needs fucking like afterburners to fucking break the gravitational pull. So I mean, it makes sense.
Sure.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I reckon.
Ignore it. They do nothing to help people that are harassed on the internet. So I'm waiting for a platform that will be responsible with its users and hold them accountable to laws of cyberbullying, various things, and copyright personal property issues that they constantly ignore. Copyright claim after copyright claim, which is valid, but they go, no, it's not valid.
No, he's admitting to false flagging people.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know exactly
Yeah.
what he's saying right here.
Yeah.
Channel, you know, like a lot of the channels you see that talk about Shanny. Yeah, they've probably tried to get one over on you that way and learned about fair use really quickly. So.
Yeah, he doesn't actually understand that when you upload material to YouTube, right? A video. So if I'm sitting out here and I'm talking about the birds, 50 people can take that video and review it and criticize it. He still does not understand that is the basic function of this platform. And so he forgets that YouTube isn't his mother. YouTube isn't going to coddle him. And so I'm not sure what, I guess Shanny has to beat that into him. I don't know. But Rev, maybe too far. Was that the line? That was the line. Okay. I'm sorry. I meant tenderize that into him. My bad.
Talk sternly. Don't suggest the beating.
Talk sternly in my Minecraft.
Sternly, not slappy.
Blast.
But it is funny, like for people that actually like they do this, they take other people's content every once in a while and will play it and add commentary because it's fair use. Like that's, I mean, but yet if somebody does it to them, it's fucking, they're stealing content. Fuck those motherfuckers.
Right. Right.
Anyway,
Yeah, like
moving on.
weren't they reviewing videos just weeks back?
Not even technically the way they did it. It's that line where it almost crossed where it wasn't even fair use because they just played it.
Yeah, they were quiet.
They didn't
for
comment it. Yeah.
long periods of time where it just basically would constitute as damn near a re-upload.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is an instance where I don't want to be on YouTube, but I have to be because it's going to be, oh, Rev, you know who came back in an interview recently, right? You know about this, right? And I go, yeah. You're talking about Chris, right? Yeah. I know about the interview. Ooh. Let's see what spin he puts on it.
I think he's talking about this
time.
one. Mhm.
Or is he going to be honest and he'll go on the show and be like, holy fuck, you know what?
Does he? Hold on. Does he have a piercing, or does he have a split lip?
I
I think it's a split lip.
That's a split lip.
I mean, they've been very dry recently.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, maybe he got backhand. Who fucking knows? But yeah, that's a fucking split lip there, Rev.
Sir.
Why do you think he had to make this video?
Oh man.
Your point. Yeah. Who is they? Who is the they that he's talking about there? That he has to make a video response. Oh hell yeah.
It's here.
Oh shit.
I am a Christian. I repented. And Jesus showed me how bad I was, man. And I'm sorry, Shanny, if you're listening to this somewhere, I really am sorry that I treated you like such a sack of shit.
So it's their truth, not the actual truth. Mm-hmm. So gotcha.
So, but this is also like it's the complete like shifting of all responsibility. Like, you know, what they're saying, this is Chris's fault. Chris treated Shanny like an absolute piece of shit. You know, and this has been a repeating trend in every single video they've had where they refer to this relationship, is that at no point in time has Shanny taken any responsibility for anything that's ever happened in that relationship. You know, the success of that relationship depended solely upon Chris's effort into it and had nothing to do with Shanny in the way that they put this. I mean, here's the thing, is that like the reason why it fell apart, like, you know, and I'm sure Chris can go into this, is it has to do with both parties. You know, it's really hard for one person to completely fuck up a relationship by themselves with no reason whatsoever from input from the other person.
Yeah, I was about to say it takes two to make a marriage, it takes two to break it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was over for me it was over for me before it was over for her. She didn't realize it. But
and I am really a bad dude. And I apologize, and I'll always love you too. Now that would be awesome.
What's up, guys?
Now the likelihood of that is about 0%, I think. But maybe Chris will surprise the shit out of me and Shanny, and he'll be like really repentant to God.
We saw that mac and cheese. You definitely need to take a
shit, probably. Or that karma hit. And I think that karma hit you already. I think that karma hit you at the courthouse with Shanny, with the divorce papers, the way that she described that scene. She described it well to me.
So can we get some feedback on that? I have no idea what he's talking about here.
Yeah, I'm not like, what scene?
To be completely honest, I have no idea what narrative of the divorce she's talking about. I mean, I won the case. You know, I was done with her. How did karma? I don't understand that. I don't understand how there's been this whole divorce narrative now.
When you say win the case, what is that is a specific reference to as far as the divorce?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the marriage was dissolved. It was done quickly. It was done, you know, with minimal fuss or drama. It was just boom, 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 done. So in my mind, that constitutes a win.
Okay.
It wasn't a drawn out long thing where we had to sit here and be in constant contact. You know, her call me for really no particular reason, just to say she missed, or text me, say, I miss you, I want you back, blah, 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 blah. You know, all this stuff she was doing during the time. Like, I ignored her. I had a restraining order on her. Had a restraining order on her.
Why did you have a restraining order? Does this have to do like also like the repeated assaults against you and the members of your family?
Yep. No, exactly. No, I got a restraining order before I even filed the divorce. That was filed the same day. I filed for order of protection and thing because I didn't know what she was going to do. I didn't know if she was going to show up at my work and cause a problem. I mean, I didn't know what she or her family would do. I mean, because of the day when, you know, we finally, you know, when she got all the stuff out of her house and I was sitting there, whatever, got to say goodbye to the boys or whatever. You know, what was that? I don't know where I was going with that. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Sorry. So you just as a precaution.
Order protection. Order protection. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her dad shouted across the street, "I know where you work."
Oh.
You know, so like in my mind, that was a threat. You know, so I got a restraining order on her and her family.
What about the mom?
The mom?
Yeah, Betty.
I mean, I didn't have the best relationship with her. I mean, I tried not to like be negative or like, you know, hate anybody. Like I strive not to. I try to see some good in everybody. So, I mean, yeah, definitely not a good fit for your guys' regular show.
That's fucked up because you know what? Like in retrospect, like Betty speaks very highly of you as the most positive influence in her grandkid's life.
Right.
You know,
I did watch that video. I did watch the video. So yeah.
Like, it's so weird. Like, you know, like this is the sentiment coming from them now. Like they've seen it like the post-marriage thing now where she's gone out and she's just like completely just taking her life and just shit it down the fucking toilet. And even if she thinks that she's in a better spot because she's living off a fucking Rep's trust fund, like she's like she has no aspirations left anymore. She's eating herself into an early grave. And like I said, I mean, she's a year away from losing a foot, you know, at this point in time. So like her life's gone fucking down. Her kids, like, she doesn't even spend any time with them, plays fucking video games 12 hours a fucking day. Like, yeah, you were probably the most positive influence in their life.
But no, karma hit Chris, not Shanny.
And that's
Right.
That's what I don't. When he said that, when Shannon, I don't know what event he's talking about. I mean, the only thing that she can kind of say she won is I dropped the restraining order because I was approached by a male abuse advocate who said that it would be quicker if I went to the judge and did a soft reversal on it, but have the option to put it back on if she tried to contact me about anything other than the divorce. You know, and that was the thing. And I said if she breaks that, which she agreed to it, I said if she breaks that, which she did, I will be able to put it right back up. When she kept doing, you know, kept texting me about stuff that had nothing to do with it, I just eventually just blocked her number.
But what type? Real quick, what type of stuff did she text you about? This extraneous stuff.
I mean, it's kind of like her YouTube stuff. Some were like, you know, how wonderful the guy was and how I should take her back and how I was still the love of her life and stuff like that. The next day I was going to hell because I was doing all these hardcore drugs and she was so much better than I was because she wasn't doing anything. You know, she was a good, good Christian. And then, you know, next second she'd be calling me about random stuff. I mean, she called me about, I don't know, maybe a little after I made that video, I think. She contacted me at work, which I don't even know how she found out where I work. That really does bother me. And that phone call really did bother me.
So they were doing background searches on people. They actually did a background search on me and several other people and ended up trying to dox me. And actually she did in one video and then took it down when I pointed out that that's probably against YouTube terms of service. And I still have that video. So Rev was more than likely doing background searches on you.
Yeah, that's why I switched my name to Bart Juilliard Dropout, because they found out I actually was a count.
Did she say G's when you guys were married?
Sorry, what was that?
Okay.
Did she say the letter G when you guys were married? Did she say a thing wrong or anything right? Like, she
has this weird sort of linguistic, we'll call it idiosyncrasy, where she leaves off G's at the end of words. So if there's like think in instead of thinking, being instead of thing. So did she do that when she was with you?
I believe so. The drop of the G thing. But the problem is I'm very notorious for doing that very same thing. It's like in normal text and stuff. So I'm very bad at that too. But no, I think so. Yeah, hers is very noticeable. It's because she stretches the end, like the end of it is always the emphasis, so you notice it. Though, yeah, I forgot about that. Anyway,
it's not just like a IN apostrophe thing. Like it's, it manifests in some strange words to drop it. Yeah, in my lung.
To answer the questions, those questions. So
also, did she have a wrist when you guys were married?
Her wrist tattoo?
No, like a wrist. Like there's no defining feature between fingers and arm. Like
she's gained considerable amount of weight since she's been with Rev.
Yeah.
And so you can't see her wrist anymore.
Oh man, no. I mean, I think she had wrists. I mean, I think she did.
Rest
I
in
mean,
peace,
remember
Shannys'
right. It's been
wrists.
so long. As I said, it's 3 years to the day was the day that actually we had our last court hearing. Actually, it was today. I just got posted on Facebook. Yeah, really good timing on your guys.
Well, happy
That's
anniversary.
Yeah, happy 3-year anniversary. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I just realized that this
This is
morning.
good
actually, when
news.
I was on my Facebook, so I'm like, hey, it's like exactly 3 years a day when I did the final. We went to the final judge last time.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
Do you get a cake every year? You should get a cake every year.
I celebrate the first 2 years. But
she gets a cake every year too, but it's for different reasons.
She gets a cake every day of the year, though. So
There's a lot to
Oh,
celebrate.
we're Ron's.
There's a lot to celebrate. Love to celebrate.
true.
Oh, let's celebrate diabetes.
We'll go a little bit more into this.
Yeah. What else does he have to say?
You got that moment of holy shit, what did I do, man? What the hell did I do? You already got that moment. But now the Lord's reckoning will come and smack you in the face like an absolute freight train. And now you decide to come back again. Why? Is this for views? Is this for making, are you going to rebuild Chafee the Odd channel and it's going to be this huge channel that
Are you?
you're going to have?
I mean, I want to, but like the biggest thing is like whenever I type in Chafee the Odd, the name that follows up for every time I look at my channel or just look it up on YouTube, it always has Shann's stuff like linked to it. So it's like if I run that channel because of that association, because we did collab so much in the past, that'll just point more people to Shannon, which I don't want to give her any more attention one way or another.
You know
You
what?
got to rebrand, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
like just reboot yourself, like
Right.
like with the Geek Room 2.0. Once they fucking kick off Billy and they bring in Todd.
Fuck you.
If you look like Shanny, give me a call.
I love that soundboard. Let's go ahead. We got more clips, so let's get through this.
I'm gonna go bake some bread with Shanny.
You're doing things with YouTube. Is that why you're coming back? Why are you coming back? And if you're gonna come back, then just come back as Chafee the Odd and do your gaming and friggin' talk to people. Like, and you see stuff about Shanny or the past with Shanny, because that's what that is, Chris. I have been with her now for almost 3 years, full 3 years. It's over. So are you going to be the man, stand up and apologize, be a Christian individual?
At least he can stand up.
I don't know how you could do that to her and believe in Jesus.
Well, is Shanny going to apologize for the shit that she did?
Right. Good question.
I mean,
She wasn't Ron.
Spoiler
Oh,
alert,
okay.
she won't.
Yeah, because maybe if Shanny for once in her life admits the responsibility of the shit that she did wrong as well, you know, maybe, who knows? But I mean, like, come on.
In my honest opinion, this whole thing, like this whole video, doesn't really make sense to me. It doesn't matter why I want to come back to YouTube. It's a free country, and it's a free service that I can use if I want. I don't need to justify any reason for being here or not being here. You know, no, I don't want to devote a whole channel to Shannon anymore. That's one reason why I got out of it. You know, that's one reason why I just kind of just went out of the picture, because that's all my channel was turning into. And like, I don't want this. You know, I don't.
It's the special one night only, right?
Yeah, exactly. I want to get this in. We can finally we can get all out. Everyone ask their questions, and then I can just move forward on YouTube maybe and make a comeback. But I'm not sure. Who knows? I don't know what the future's going to hold.
Yeah, Rev, that's how you retire. You fucking idiot.
Well, to have a job, you have to to retire. You have to have a job first.
Well, no,
facts. Absolute facts.
Are you going to be the man, the Jesus man? Are you going to come forward and go, okay, I really, really was horrible to you, and if you could find it in your heart, forgive me? Are you going to do that on the show? Because if that's what you do, then you
is Rev signing an ASL help or
I don't
something
know
along these lines.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, what is going on?
to step up and be a man and say that you really screwed up and you're repentant and asking for forgiveness. Shanny, Will, and Zach. You will need to ask forgiveness for all three entities. I'm not putting myself because I feel blessed. You abandoned an amazing woman, and now I'm blessed as a husband. Looking back at you, saying you really messed up. I'm a Christian brother. I believe you are a brother in Christ. I'm not going to.
As I say this from the bathroom with my hair bleached blonde.
Did he do his beard too, or was it just like
He did? He
He
did.
did.
Oh,
poor guy?
Billy, I don't think you were here when we were talking about his lip is split open there.
Yeah, you see that?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if she got slappy again.
That's the running theory.
Yeah, that or yeah, he got chappy and then she got slappy and then now he's splitty.
Little column A, little column B, right?
All leads to column C.
I don't know why Chris has to come back now all of a sudden. So
please put your wife's wigs down.
I am the Dragnauct individual.
Are you accurate and also correct?
I am
Jesus,
accurate
man.
and correct, except when I'm lying all the time.
Sorry.
But other than that,
My beautiful wife.
So, actually, you know, this kind of came up in the outside chat before we start this again, Chris. I just want to get this question out there because I am curious. Because you seem like somebody who has a little bit more of a backbone than Rev. Did she constantly talk about her exes in front of you?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
That was a thing. Like, yeah. No. She definitely. I mean, I knew about her last. I knew quite a bit about her ex-husband, which I do because of all the things that she's accused me of, which are really the same things she accuses him of. I question what she actually told me about all that. I do question that.
So when she would talk about that sort of stuff, you'd be like, "Look, hey, I'm not comfortable with that," or you just let her talk, or
I just kind of let her talk. You know, I mean, my intention that we're always to try to, you know, I mean, try to kind of help her. You know, I thought I could help her. You know, I thought I could.
Why is there a black Hagrid in here?
I thought I could have been like a positive in her life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought I could be a positive thing in her life, and that would, you know, motivate her to, you know, make some changes in her life. You know, that was always my hope from like day one. And, like, I'm not saying she was like a project or an assignment or an experiment or anything like that. But one of my intentions was to try to be a positive influence. I did everything I could. So if that means she talked about her exes, so be it.
I think we have an echo.
Yeah, I think it's me.
It's probably Sam. He's got the worst internet.
Oh no, I don't hear it now. Hold on.
Fuck you, I was muted.
It's me.
And it's pronounced Blackgrid.
All right.
I'm gonna go grab some headphones. I'll be right back.
All right.
oh man,
Still got the echo. Still got the echo.
Did the Chris mute?
He's going to grab some headphones.
So it's somebody else. Uh-oh. So yeah, my wife has beautiful wigs.
Hold on, that's weird. Why did that go like that?
It's like
Let me drop this and go back in.
what's the fucking who's the guy that played Future in 8 Mile?
Mekhi Phifer?
Mekhi Phifer, that's what it is. Got that Mekhi Phifer look going on.
Thank you. I am the accurate and correct Dragnauct individual.
Yeah, I think it's stop.
Yeah, it's stopped now.
Sounds better now.
Yeah.
Hashtag what about Bull?
Hey, look at listen, like
What does it mean this time?
I've like Sam, you've been involved in grown men hugging each other for a large portion of your life. That lip right there, that's not just dried lip. Like I've seen some busted up lips. That's a split lip. He got hit in the face, didn't he?
It kind of looks like he did. That's like, it doesn't look like, I don't know. I don't let my lips get that chapped though.
You should try heroin.
Or don't. You know, either
So,
way.
Have you thought about doing it?
Have you thought about it?
Considered not?
I mean,
I haven't, but I'm not gonna.
You don't knock it till you try it.
The question, Chris, that Socka was basing that question off of is a common, I guess, meme with Shannys. She mentions an ex-boyfriend that's Native American and has a dick the size of a Pringles can, supposedly. We can't hear you, Chris, if you're talking. You may have to unmute yourself. Has she mentioned this particular ex? Because
yes.
Oh boy. Okay. So
yes, I'm very familiar with this ex that you speak of. Actually, I've heard stories about him.
Have you met him? Is he a real person?
No. I've not actually physically met the guy. I just heard stories.
Chief runs with Buffalo.
No,
We're gonna find you one day.
Chief Pringles can, you know.
Chief Pringles can.
Yeah. He's, not only that, but he knows how to whip up a great native ranch.
He who walks with me. All right, so let's play the rest of this fucking video.
Oh god, that's new meta.
The honest people don't do that. Josh, in these messages where he was just completely out of character, attacking Shanny, he said, I will never say you're not a brother because I know you are. We've cried on the phone. We've had spiritual moments together on the phone. I'm never going to deny you're a brother, but I'm just not agreeing with you right now. That's the way it is with real Christian individuals. That's how we roll. And we'll forgive you in a second. A Christian is all about forgiveness.
I love how I keep looking at her direction.
That needs to be put out. I'm going to be putting out
Is that good, Shanny?
Next card.
Booklet
9
of this stuff I got in the back of my Bible because it's really God-given stuff.
I love this. I love this part.
I've just been writing. Shanny's been telling you I've been just writing in the back of my Bible. It's nuts. I almost had 50-some pages filled with stuff, folks. Some of it's like diary entries, but there's a lot of it that's like, it's cool stuff. And I'm going to share it when I'm done.
When it comes up in the future, where were you the first time that Rev mentioned his manifesto? It was right here on the Geek Room, guys. Yeah. For fuck's sake. He's getting 50 pages of fucking godly influence book of fucking Metatron shit that he's going to be putting out there. Like, he's lost touch with reality.
Oh, yeah, Chris, he's Metatron, by the way. The Archangel.
So, Chris, I do have a question from a greasy Italian who definitely said he would literally use fucking rabbits the other day. Fabio. So we seen the OnlyFans of Rev and Shanny together. I don't know if you've seen it. I can send you videos. It's terrifying. But he's asking, since we've already seen with one meat slinger, how was the sex with Shanny?
I didn't. And
you don't have to answer, but it would be hilarious if you did.
I'm not going to be derogatory to go into specifics, but I will say that because of who she was, and as you alluded to earlier, that she has to be center attention, she has to be super focused. I did not like it. I mean, I didn't want to. That's why I don't understand the rape allegations. Her biggest argument with me is I never did anything with her ever because I never wanted to, because A, I was exhausted working all the time. And B, every time we did do it, she'd freaking criticize me and put me down and, all this stuff and accuse me of cheating and blah, 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 blah. So, no, I was not very good.
Yeah, like when you have to fucking set up base camp and hire 2 Sherpas to climb up Mount Shanty just to fucking mount her. Right. I can understand that. That can be kind of exhaustive, Like,
there's a bunch of dead guys up top.
Oh, yeah. You're climbing up there, you hit the fucking peak, you're ready
and
to
you know what they say, the descent is even more dangerous than the climb.
You're starting to fade out because there's not enough oxygen up there. The two
you guys are disgusting.
All right, I'm done.
Yeah, you guys are so wrong.
So
you're welcome,
wrong.
Fabio. You didn't have to pay for that one, asshole.
There's sermons in there, all kinds of stuff, witnessing tools. I'm calling
it was written by a tool.
That is what I'm calling it. The Book of Metatron. The booklet of Metatron. And I'm going to take pictures of what I wrote. So you're going to get my actual handwriting in this booklet. It's going to look cool, dude. It's really cool. Some information in there about the New World Order that you can just use to keep up in here to witness to people. Really good. It's good stuff. So I'm going to make that available.
I've read his literature. It's not very good.
Oh dear.
Copyright JW Jason W. Egroff. Copyright. Me, my name. Okay.
Copyright.
No one else is going to
Metatron.
try to copyright that.
Let's see. Back to the story.
As a matter of fact, I disavow already.
Does he have a fucking pegboard with a list of shit? Like, what does he read?
The Geek Room likes to change their message from what Bran said. We would like to tell Frank, or what the fuck his name is, stand back and stand by with your writing.
Yeah, man.
All right. Oh my God. Do you want to be the? Oh, maybe that's it, Chris. There's been too much of Shanny in the fucking spotlight.
There's not enough spotlights.
It's been all Shanny, and now Christopher being in himself for a while, not on YouTube, just doing his own thing with his new woman. He's like, well, damn it, I want to be famous too. I want
famous.
1,000 people.
You're famous.
What?
Wow.
Crit, are you using us to get famous, and how the fuck are you pulling it off when we're not famous?
Oh my goodness, you guys caught on. Dang it all.
Knew it. Damn it.
I've been exposed on this broadcast. No, I don't care about limelight or attention. I don't want to be on YouTube because of Shannon. It's just not big enough for both of us. And I'm just talking egos. I'm just talking egos.
I like the clarification.
Just talking egos.
Oh God, yeah. Also bandwidth. By the way, this stream is brought to you by Rage Shadow Legends. Enjoy the la la la.
Excellent.
Seeing the same video about me.
I actually played that game.
Please don't.
No, you don't. And after this interview tonight, if you really get the full force of what Shanny went through, holy shit, you might be off. It's horrible, dude. You don't even understand the level of
abuse she has done to him
that you go through when you're in
That's it, Rev. Pour it on so you don't get another busted lip.
I don't know how Britney
You can't bust it again, Rev.
Timberlake or any of these people take an entire gallon of Hollywood stardom and chug that motherfucker, because that's what they do. When they become these superstars that fucking hundreds of millions of people watch your every move, I don't know how they do it. Because
224.
I think immediately. Britney shaved her fucking head, went crazy. I think I'd be worse than that.
Wait, are you comparing yourself to Britney fucking Spears? The only thing you guys have in common is your tits are both saggy and you both have hair that looks like the wispy pubes.
No, they both said "hit me, baby, one more time."
Oh God damn it! I hate you, Sam.
Come on, you can't just set me up with that.
To be fair, I think he's like the inverse fucking Britney Spears, where she's like "hit me, baby, one more time," and he's "don't hit me, baby, one more time."
Oops. Sorry, drop my phone.
Jesus.
All right.
Small taste for that shit, and it is so vile and toxic. Because at the same time, you're from some people. So it's like this dichotomous situation where you have people that harass you and say these horrible things about you, but there's these other people that are almost giving you worship. It's
kind of like what Shannon was doing
on the planet Stardom.
Yeah, those are trolls, Rev.
Breck should do a video on Stardom. Holy shit, man. Like, what would you have to say about that?
It's funny he says that. He found out recently I was one of those supporters he was talking about. I was bullshit with him like for months. He had no clue.
Hey, I'm one of them too.
If they actually I know y'all are watching, by the way. If there's people in your chat that like you, they don't like you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
They may be on this panel right now, as a matter of fact. Several.
That's a L'Oreal moment. Wait, let me get a screenshot. Perfect.
That's what I was about to say. Holy
By
shit,
the way,
look at that.
why did you block Johnny Sweetface? He was being nice.
So what did I do? Shit.
Uh-oh. You broke it.
I did break it.
Look at that. That's a man right there.
Is it?
Sometimes you got to lick your own goo back out, Billy.
Oh, God.
The most legal definition, yes. Technically, that is a man.
Crazy. I think I'd be worse than that. So it's like this dichotomous situation where you have people that harass you and say these horrible things about you, but there's these other people that are almost giving you worship. It's the craziest shit on the planet, Stardom.
Yeah, they're fucking with you.
Do a video on Stardom. Holy shit, man. Like, what would you have to say about that, Amanda Breck?
Spackle, stop messaging Frank.
You know, I know you love talking about movies, and
We're live, goddammit.
Point out the truth in movies. I love you, man. You're just amazing. In some way, my spiritual dad. He's my dad, Amanda Breck. In a spiritual way, I don't even get that.
It's his daddy.
I mean, look at me and look at him. I look like a younger him because he's like 60 or whatever, and I'm around. I'm going to be 37.
Is Amanda Breck that homeless-looking guy that made the video about stopping the hurricane?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, cool. Just
Let me see that dick.
I'm gonna start getting messages in a minute now.
Spackle asks Chris, how many times did she hit or try to hit you?
All right. Well, that's actually. I mean, as I wanted to tell, like, to make a whole video time. This one thing I did want to incorporate in the video. It didn't happen. There was 2 instances in our marriage where she did hit me. The first time it was several times. It was her son's birthday. I was doing everything to make it a good day for her, and she was all depressed and, you know, doing her normal. It's not all about her thing. And then I said something that she was being selfish or something, and she just smacked the shit out of me and said, "I hate you." So,
wow,
I hate you, and she smacked the crap out of me for it.
Seems well adjusted.
So there seems to be a pattern of violence with Shanny for Christ.
Yes, I mean, I've only
got to get a Baja Blast.
I know you know Baja Blasts.
do what you love. You don't have to work a day in your life.
Right? We're celebrating 3 years this man has been able to ingest Baja Blast. That's what we're celebrating.
Killing it.
God damn it, Jello.
37 now. Very big year, 37. And she's as beautiful as I could imagine her being. You know, I wish I had pictures of my honey, of her younger. Just because I'm curious, you know? Not any kind of thing like perverse thing. Just I'm curious.
Why would you even say that?
Like in high school and shit, you know? It's like I showed her basically one picture from fucking Thanksgiving.
It's like when Cobe says of age.
Picture. And she's
no
like,
one
oh my
cares
God,
about you being a fat ass.
130 pounds, not good.
Jesus.
No, you are a fat ass, Rev.
Anyway,
Like you presently are. We don't need to look at old photos to see you being fat.
This is not a joyful topic for me or Shan. We thought you said, Chris, the last videos you made before you left a year ago about, you said, this is all I'm going to say about this and I'm done. So now why are you getting paid to go on that show? Are they PayPaling you like $150? If that's the case, then, well, I mean, at least there's a motivation for you to come back other than to just bring this shit up with Shanny and hurt her.
So real quick, so
care to
Chris,
respond?
So I know what he's saying is ridiculous, but you remember when I first contacted you, right? There was some things I had asked you. Do you see why I asked you that?
Yep, I understand that now. And no,
Okay.
I'm not being compensated in any form. No monetary exchange going on here. I'm doing this for free. And, you know, I'm not, I mean, yeah, I did say I was done with the topic on the grounds that when she was sitting there crying, you know, asking me just to stop, and she would stop. And apparently she hasn't stopped. So I kept my word. But as soon as I got wind that she was still talking shit after 3 years of not seeing me and having, you know, being with a man that she loves and wants to be with, her David, as she called him, we were married. Yeah, she called Jason her David, and she was her Bathsheba.
Yeah,
I'm never gonna finish with Shanny.
You might not be talking to the most biblically literate panel here.
Okay,
what was David and?
I was gonna say that she's the David, she's the Goliath.
Yeah,
yeah, that works too.
What's the relationship? What's the relationship between those two?
Basically, it just not want to get too preachy. I have no place to preach, anyways. But David saw a woman, Bathsheba, bathing in a bathtub. Basically, he liked her, so David had her husband Uriah sent to the front lines to die so he can marry Bathsheba.
Wow, that kind of sounds very familiar, like Rev chatting up somebody's wife while he's at work.
Right.
Weird, Rev. Why would you do a bitch ass thing like that, Rev? I know you fucking watch it. That's a bitch ass move, man. That's you a real bitch for that.
Wow.
We got a chat question from Lauren in Super Chat. What was she like as a mother?
Oh, she was not very good. I pretty much did most of the disciplining, most of the parenting. I mean, whenever the boys got out of hand, she would just wait till I got home to deal with it. I was pretty much like, she was there. She did her thing. I mean, I don't know why. I can't speak for, I spent a lot of time at work and going to and from work.
So did she at least clean? Because she wouldn't. We know that she didn't watch her kids. We know that. But did she clean up or cook?
She cooked occasionally. But did not clean. No.
Did she ever use an overabundance of nutritional yeast on any meals at that point in time? Because apparently this is a big thing now. Have you seen the cooking video?
No, I don't know. No, I don't think she used yeast in any of the cooking, as far as I know. But
was she mobile at the time?
Oh, a little bit more, probably more mobile than she is now. I mean,
well, she's not mobile now.
Well, right. So yeah, she used to walk like 8 or so blocks to work every day, and that was pretty.
Oh no, that's a death sentence.
Wow. Right. No, she was dying by the end of it, but no, she.
Do you know how bad it is? Like that, like 8 to 10 blocks to work. Like you look at her now, and she can't do that. Like fuck.
Right.
I do got a question. Because
you can't do 8 to 10 steps to the fucking toilet.
Monty has a good one.
Yeah. Let me ask this one. We'll get to Monty's. Then we'll get to the rest of this video. Has Shanny ever done any substance harder than weed?
I mean, we both. I think it's public knowledge that we, back before, the boys got taken, we were messing with spice. So I don't know if you'd say that harder. I don't know where you'd put that in the spectrum, but that is the worst that.
I mean, like honestly, I guess I don't do enough drugs because like
legal.
Spice is the name of the shit from Star Wars. Like the Spice Runners, like
and Dune,
yeah. Like there's real spice, like shit.
It was fake weed.
Right, it's synthetic marijuana.
Illegals.
It's like K2 or shit like that.
It was just called Spice up here, so that's just what I call it.
But Hannibal and Monty does have a good question. Was she always racist?
Oh, I mean, that's a tough one. I mean, she didn't really. I mean, I guess when it comes to race, it's a hard thing because one person is racist might not be considered racist by another. I mean, she had said things, derogatory things in the past, and I believe in some of her older videos, like even when we were together, she might have made some derogatory comments regarding people of different ethnicities and races. I believe there was a couple.
All right, let's finish this and we'll get to the rest of them. Drag's writing them down from the super chat, so don't worry if we act like we're skipping and we're not. We got some videos we got to show them and stuff like that. So.
Want this to hurt her, dude, then the Lord just rebukes you so fucking bad it's insane. The amount of shit you've done to her, and you just come back to throw more shit at her. When she was laying there like Jesus, and you're fucking putting the lashes on her and rape her and all of this shit, rip her life apart, limb from limb.
Did Jesus get raped?
Just make up. It's insane.
Yeah, like I haven't heard this version of the story.
I missed that one.
Yeah, like that's a different version of the crucifixion than I was taught, but. Like, it makes sense. Makes sense.
And I'm going to talk to Chris like that because I know he curses. You, dude, need to fucking repent hard to your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ that I know you believe in. You need to put your fucking knee to the ground and say, I am fucking sorry for what I did to Shannon, Lord. I should not have done that. For whatever reason you did it. I should not have done that, and I ruined my honor.
Stop getting so close.
We did not know. Well, why are you bringing that up? That's not even to be discussed. He knows.
Can we go back to 30 seconds?
What did she say?
I'm not sure.
Let's see if we can hear.
That's not even to be discussed.
Back a little bit.
Your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ that I know you believe in, you need to put your fucking knee to the ground and say, I am fucking sorry for what I did to Shannon, Lord. I should not have done that. For whatever reason you did it, I should not have done that, and I ruined my honor. We did not.
Oh, it's the phone sets.
Oh.
She just randomly said they didn't do that out of nowhere. Okay.
It's because Drag brought it up the other day, so it's definitely didn't happen because Drag played
Frank,
a
do we
video.
have a
of him saying it.
video where Shannys admitting that she had phone sex with Rev?
I do.
Wait, what?
Yep, I've seen this.
Oh god, it's gross.
Too far.
Look how many teeth.
My heart
Wow.
in thousands of pieces. Because I loved you 5 years. 5 years. 5 years. No, we even came to the point that we had phone sex with each other. Like that, we had phone sex with each other. We had phone sex with each other. Phone sex with each other.
Well, guess that proves Shanny lied about that.
Wait
Crazy.
a minute.
You want
Shannys
to kind of
lied?
expound on that a little bit? I know when we talked last night, we talked a little bit about it.
Yeah, no, no. I mean, I never ever caught. So I don't know if that thing in question that happened when we were married or after the fact. I'm not sure. I mean, he has said some really weird things to her, and my brother, who was home a lot more than I was, because he lived with us for a short stint. He's a major character, major reason why that me and Shannon aren't together. He said that he heard a lot of their conversations. One time we were trying to get our electric turned back on, and Jason paid it. And when I was in the building, Shannon was on the phone. Keep in mind, my mom was driving us because we didn't have a car. And she said, "Thanks, babe, I love you," to him in front of my mother. And my mom wasn't too happy about that, I tell you that. I mean, she tries to justify and say, "Oh, I just call everyone babe," but, like, so I do suspect that more happened, and I do think that even if they didn't physically cheat, I do believe that there was a little infidelity on her part as well.
Oh, by the way, Chris, thank you for coming on. Thanks, babe. Love you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I think it's bullshit for Rev to pretend like nothing inappropriate was ever said by either party. You're not going to sit there and shout out somebody's wife for hours every day, and everything is just cool. You're always talking about the Bible.
Right.
No.
Right.
Nice try, but no one believes that. And
No.
Shannon herself has said that there was some stuff that were being said, and we all know that Rev would be inappropriate with people, like Nadia behind closed doors. So
Didn't he convince that to? He also confessed that to somebody we know as well. Rev did, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I seem to remember that, and because yeah, but that's her story. I'm not going to talk about it.
May I, after we're done playing this Rev video, may I just make some just final remarks on before we move on to the next one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. But we can do what you guys want to do. It's your show.
It's not my show. I'm just giving you permission to do it. Just because, fuck Billy.
Fuck you.
That's funny.
Oh, I just realized Frank abandoned ship. He bailed.
Oh, I
He said,
can't
"Fuck it."
control anything.
No, I guess not. Do we want to take some more of these super chats then in his
I
absence?
put him in the side chat. I'm sorry, I'm busy.
you're good.
I have my steak here. I just got done with my lobster, so
Can I read some? I like these ones.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go for it.
Drake, you fucking idiot! You skipped my question. If she's also been abusive, okay, no, I guess that part wasn't necessary, but that's fine. Has she always been abusive to the boys the way she is now? And by abusive, I think they just mean like just the neglect, the sitting there playing video games, the fact that she probably hasn't cooked them a real meal in months, if not years.
And honestly, I don't feel like I'm the one to really talk about that because as I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I'm discounting what you guys are saying. I just haven't witnessed it, so I really haven't, really seen it. No, I mean, I take your guys' word for it. I mean, you guys obviously watch her content on a regular basis. I see that she makes videos that are hours and hours long, multiple times a day. So I can imagine that what you say is accurate. And yeah, she's always been doing what she's been doing. And since she's not getting out of bed, which she did do that at one point, then it's probably worse than it was. Yes.
You said before that she didn't really cook too often.
At the beginning, she did, but close to the end, when she was working, I did do a lot more of the cooking and stuff like that.
Okay, so it wasn't just McDonald's every night. She just expected you just cooking shit already.
Yeah, no, she did cook, and she was I mean, it wasn't the worst food in the world. It was edible, so I'd say that.
The fibromyalgia.
Sure.
Okay. When did that start up?
Well, that was a big thing. I mean, I don't think she was ever really diagnosed with it. I think she just WebMD'd it and just says, well, this is what I have because WebMD. I don't think she actually got an actual... when we were together, the fibromyalgia was a thing. You know, I think it happened a couple years with us being married. But I don't think... As far from the 7 years... past 7 years, I don't know. So over the 10 years, I don't know if she ever got diagnosed with it or not. So I don't know. But she does use, like I said, she does like to use a lot of things for an excuse for why she doesn't do anything or to shield her whatever.
Did her talk of fibromyalgia come at conveniently enough around the same time of, hey, why don't you ever clean the fucking house?
No, I was not. I never told her to fucking clean the fucking house, I guess. No.
Okay.
I mean, no, I wasn't. That wasn't my style.
The was it the borderline personality disorder? That was the diagnosed apparently from the Navy.
I don't know about the Navy, but I know she did take a psych evaluation when the kids were taken. So, and I believe, so that is a thing. But it's, as I said, she's letting it run her life. She's becoming that. She's not trying to get better. She never has wanted to get better.
You're recently on Facebook. I've seen that you're currently in a relationship. Is that correct?
Yes.
Does she have a sister?
No, she does not. Only child. Sorry, bud.
Sorry, guys. That was a repeating question, apparently.
Fair enough.
She's a. By the way, like, listen, like, we joke around about this, but you know, like, the words cannot describe the difference in between.
I can't.
The amount of upgrade is what you're doing.
I mean, I can't get my head around it either. To be completely honest, I'm really lucky.
It's like driving a Corvette after a fucking beat up, broken dump truck. I'm sorry.
I'm
not trying to be mean. I just went with the joke, man. I'm sorry.
It's all good. No, I don't know.
All's well that ends well.
So. But maybe that's the karma. Maybe that's the bad karma he's talking about. I guess.
Yeah, terrible karma.
that just must be it.
If I got to start pissing into the fucking on people to get some bad karma like that, then fucking really open up, I know,
right?
So, bro, if this is
God,
the kind of
Navy
karma
guys
you
gay.
get for,
it's fucking gay,
bro, I'm waiting for my karma to catch up. If this is what you get for dunking on Shanny, holy shit!
Yeah, just hold out, guys. It could happen, Hope springs eternal, guys.
All right, should we go into more questions or should we go to this video?
Yeah, no, go finish the Rev video and then we'll go into the next video.
So we'll go about that one.
He was applauded for that behavior on the internet.
There we go.
And then the internet applauded him. We didn't do that. We didn't. Okay? Your husband knows. Your ex-husband knows that we didn't do that. He was the one that arrogantly cheats on Shanny, walks in and says, yeah, I cheated.
That's arrogant?
Yeah. And then
sounds like he's just like, I did something. I'm going.
Sounds like honesty.
Yeah.
It's not a surprise that Rev doesn't understand what accountability looks like. Yeah. That it's not a shock to me because he has no idea. Rev, let me reiterate this. You are what we in the black community call a bitch ass nigga. Okay. Just so you know, it's the first and only time someone's ever going to call you that, but you are an absolute bitch. One thing, if you actually had a real job, you would have time to speak and try to chat up somebody's wife while they're at work. 1, 2, Chris coming on the internet saying, yeah, I cheated. I'm owning that. And here's my side of things. I want this to be done. That's called being a fucking man. We know that you weren't raised by one, so you probably don't know what that looks like, but that has nothing to do with fucking arrogance, asshole. All of us guys who actually saw that went, you know what? Props to Chris for acknowledging what went wrong. Now it's time for you to take a long, hard look in the mirror, see that busted up fucking lip that you have, and reevaluate your life.
It's something that's actually difficult to do. Like that,
record, Just for the record, Jay, if you went out tomorrow on a fucking 3-day coke binge where you fucked like, half dozen Thai prostitutes, I'd be applauding you as well. So don't worry.
Drag, we actually got a message from Rev about your statement. He said,
No, you.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you. No, you. Shanny, is that a good job? Is it?
Smack.
Get it cookie.
My fault, bro.
It's like one of those unsolved mystery reenactments.
I'm not sure if you caught this, Billy. We were playing Among Us the other day, and I made
Among Us.
Yeah, Among Us, and I made a Shanny for Christ character, and I immediately self-reported and got myself kicked off. I saw Red. He was getting slappy. And then as they're dumping me into the lava, it's like, this is that MK Ultra bullshit. It was fun. I wish it was recorded.
Quick, turn the ambulances around. We need to pick up a fucking behemoth.
The internet
bitch wouldn't fit in a fucking police car, Chris.
For doing that. How do you think that makes Shanny feel? That makes Shanny feel like literally a worthless fucking sack of garbage.
Okay, but in all fairness,
Accurate and correct.
Yeah, in all fairness, she is a worthless, useless sack of garbage. I mean, she doesn't do anything. Like, she smells like cat piss. I mean, she's garbage. I don't understand how to explain this any better to you, Rev.
Like, Rev is confused as to why people aren't thinking of Shanny's feelings. It's like, because she doesn't care about other people. Why should other people care about her?
Yeah.
He can't I don't know why it's hard for him, but I guess if you separate Shanny from being your fuck toy and mother at the same time, you understand that outside of that relationship, all of us don't have to be beholden to her because she's a sack of shit.
Remember, I didn't fucking come on here and start insulting her until after she made that fucking video out of nowhere where she was making fun of me and then Drag and Spackle and a bunch of other fucking people. Like, I've never made a fucking video towards her. She made that one and just like, all right, I got nothing on Saturdays. Let's do this.
Yeah, Rev, just like Shanny's feet, we also don't have feelings towards her.
Jesus Christ, Billy.
Priest O'Neill did not like that joke.
Oh, shit.
He hurt her worse than anybody that's together could hurt somebody. You walk in, say, I cheated, I'm done. You take everything that you can to yourself, and the marriage is over. That's what he did to her.
As opposed
He was
to...
a plot.
I mean, you're skipping a couple things there. I'm just saying, like, what happened in between there, the reason why the marriage was done. But no.
Yeah, let's go ahead and finish off because Chris told us like how things happen. So let's cover that right after
Can
this.
someone take a screenshot and then Photoshop him sucking a dick in that previous post?
For the 48th time, can someone please do that? Because
you know it
don't have enough.
It legit never gets old.
Yeah, put it in a nice
really
word.
Now you tell me, folks, in what universe is that good? So, Chris, you need to fucking repent because your wife and I never cheated. All the times we spoke together.
Your wife and I.
Except the time where I think you walked in the door with the money exchange for your power bill. Remember that?
I just brought that up.
You made something out of that phone bill that it wasn't. Did you think I was cybering her for your fucking power bill? No, Chris. That ain't how I roll. And you should have known that she would never do something like that to you as the husband.
Yeah.
Because she is a good wife. You, sir, are a shit husband.
No.
You're a bitch.
If you were going to do that, the right thing would be, hey, I heard y'all having some issues with the power bill. You want me to send y'all some money? Okay, here, let me holler at your husband real quick and see if we can get something arranged. That's how you would have handled that. Because her going, yeah, thanks, babe, in front of Chris's mom. What do you think that, even if nothing happened, which I think is bullshit, but even if nothing happened, how does that look with her saying shit like that in front of her mother-in-law?
Oh, great.
Like, Rev, you can't be this fucking. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, he is.
Oh, yes, he can.
He is. Not why am I even saying that? He is.
All right, do you want to tell us what you told last night? Basically, like the breakdown. God damn it, Socka. The breakdown of the marriage. What happened? And you know them.
It's a pretty long story. I'll kind of rapid fire because it doesn't. I mean, to understand how it all failed and everything, you have to start when things really started to get bad. It's when I took in my brother when he was trying to get himself established and stuff. So I took him in. I said we had a gentleman's agreement worked out. You know, he'd help out where he could. You know, help with the kids, help pick up groceries. Again, didn't have a car at the time. You know, if we need a couple bucks for, you know, to cover an electric bill or something, you know, hook us up, stuff like that. And we agreed to it, and he was faithful to his end of the bargain. Like whenever I said, "Hey, we're $50 short in the electric bill. Can you spot some in?" And bam, it'd be there. You know, we gotta go run there and can you watch the kids for a minute? Bam, he was there. You know, well, she didn't like the fact that one night he came in and we were arguing. And it was a really bad argument, and he just jumped into that dog pile, and it just became a screaming match between the two. And I was really glad I was there because I didn't know. Well, now I know what would have happened if I wasn't, because it happened again when I wasn't there. But that's where everything began. She started really doubling down on questioning my, you know, my integrity as a man, my Christian values, my head of the house status, all that stuff, because I wouldn't defend her against my brother, which she started the fight with them. She chose to engage, even though I told both of them to knock their happy horse shit off, you know, because it was pointless. It was stupid. But from that point on, she started, you know, there started to be a rift. She started talking to Rev more when I was at work, because there was a time like if she called me and I didn't answer, I was cheating. Didn't matter if my phone was dead. If I wasn't home exactly the same time every night, even if it's like 5 minutes, I was cheating. You know, and sometimes I had to take a bus to work and home. Sometimes I had to walk about 3 or 4 miles to get home, which I'm not complaining because I don't mind walking. But then, you know, then she started, you know, then that was the night where I talked earlier about when she said, "I hate you, I hate you, I hate you," and just started smacking the shit out of me. I mean, I told her, "You ever lay hands on me again, and I'm out." You know? And then 4th of July, though, because that is when the shit absolutely hit the fan. I was at work. My brother and his girlfriend were at my house because he was living there, and he had his dog. He had a pit bull, and it's around 11:30. I look at my phone, and my phone is just like there's 15 missed messages. There's, you know, texts, and so I opened one of the texts like, "I'm sorry, bro. Shannon's going to jail. The cops need you to come home." And so, I mean, work let me do that. And I found out that they got into another argument. I guess she was trying to sleep, and the dog saw a rabbit or a skunk or some animal or squirrel and started barking at it, as dogs do. And then so she told Jake that he needed to shut his dog up and stuff. And he, you know, didn't take, however she said it, he didn't take it very well. And they got into a shouting match where she ended up grabbing him by the shoulders so hard that there's actually fingerprint marks in his shoulder. And you know, she shoved him through the screen door and tried to shove him, like physically shove him off the porch. Now she outweighs him. I'm not saying this like crudely, but she does outweigh him by, you know, a good, I don't even know. I actually don't know. I literally never knew her weight. I never asked. It's none of my business.
275. That's what she says. We could probably add about 130 to that. If we're being realistic.
But the point of the matter
So she's physically assaulting your brother at this point, trying to push him off a porch. Yep. And so she's gripping him hard enough to leave an indentation with her hands. Right. Okay. And so the police have seen this, and they've identified her as the aggressor and as a person, and not the dog.
She tried to blame the dog. She tried when she called me up that she had one. She called me when she was in jail. Someone gave her some minutes to make a phone call to me, and the first thing she said was not "How are you? Are you okay? Are the boys okay?" Blah 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 blah. The first thing she says is, "Your brother's trying to steal the house from us. I didn't attack him. His dog did."
What color was the dog?
Well, I mean, it was a pit bull.
God
so
damn it!
It was a
Black people do coke.
I'm just curious. Just curious.
Really?
He hit it right in the dead silence of no one speaking.
So someone is gracious enough to give her minutes so she can call you, say, "Hey, babe, I fucked up. We got in an argument. Things escalated."
Right.
She fabricates a lie about a plot to steal your house through some means, and it doesn't get explained, and that the pit bull animal in the house, the pet, left
indeterminate color.
Of indeterminate color, left human handprints on your biological brother.
Yep. Well,
that's a werewolf, bro.
He told his dog to do it. I mean, he commanded his dog to attack.
Pit bulls are known.
Made it look like
drag. See, you don't. Surprisingly, for the being the black dude in the room, you don't know how pit bulls work. I have a pit bull, and he can magically turn his paw into a human hand and grasp you.
It's crazy.
So in Louisiana we call those a rougarou, right? That's not a dog. That's not an animal. That's a rougarou, right? There's a human that can transform into.
That's not a thing. That's just sound.
That's the rougarou. That's what happened. No, I get it. Shanny, I believe you. The dog was not a dog. See, these people don't know. Y'all can look this up. It was a rougarou, right? The rougarou attacked.
Why do you keep saying that? Like I know how to spell that.
Hey, can we all just agree that Louisiana doesn't deserve a vote anymore?
Rougarou. That's what it is.
Dude, that sounds like some sort of Mexican cough medicine. Like what? A rougarou? What is
a rougarou?
That sounds like a Puerto Rican doing a red line threat.
Hey,
you know? I will shoot you with my rougarou.
I can't believe this.
Okay, I'm not mad anymore.
So, of course,
did I turn it around, Billy?
You did.
Fucking Rev mentioned your brother a few months ago, and a lot of us were sort of puzzled as to why he was mentioning your brother and the chaos that he caused. Now it's starting to make sense. So Shanny has repeated this weird ass story to Rev, and of course he believes in the skinwalker dog with human hands that attacks people, and so he's now blaming you for not muzzling your brother's mythological creature that attacks him every so often and blames your wife. So now we're all on the same page. Now we believe Shanny, all of us. Awesome.
I always thought it was weird that my brother's god dog could talk. It was always the weirdest thing. So I was a smart dog.
I need to get me one, evidently. That is okay. Wow. So when you think that Shanny lore can't get any weirder, there's always something. There's always something that she manages to make up. And at some point, you wonder, does she really believe this? Or is she just throwing stuff out to see what sticks? Right. So I don't know at this point. I have no idea.
Right. No, I don't know either. I mean, so that was the big thing. And then I was at that point, I was talking to that angel girl that everyone knows, and when she was in jail, I just said, fuck it, I was done.
So Chris, to be fair, we can't gloss over the fact that she sucks your dick. Okay, so we need to sort of Okay, so how did that, because that to get your dick sucked while your wife is in prison or jail rather, that takes a little bit of game. So if you don't
during that time period, there was so much that happened. I wanted to make sure I got the big things, but yes, I did. I was talking to her as soon as it was just like she was always talking to Rev, and it was okay. She was always talking to other guys. It was okay. I always had to make sure I was available because otherwise I looked like I was cheating. But there she is, just talking to other men all the time. And so I'm like, well, fuck it. If she doesn't care if she's talking to other men and in some potentially, sexual means, then why does it matter if I do the same? Why does it matter? And then when everything just kind of just escalated into it, I was looking for someone to show me, some affection because I was beaten to the point where that's not something I would do. I'm not happy that I made that decision. I honestly wish I had the strength and the moral character just to walk out on her. just to leave without having to, go to the means which I did. So I'm not very happy with how I handled it, but it was a means to an end. And that's unfortunate to say. And it probably makes me sound bad. But at that moment in time, I wasn't thinking straight. I was just like ready. I had no hope. I was, suffering major depression, and my anxiety was like just off the charts, and at the end of the day, she's just talking to other men. So it's just like, I just had it.
So did you actively seek out sexual gratification, or it
didn't start like that at all. No, it started casually enough. I usually had to go do laundry. I used to have to go do laundry at the laundromat. I usually just carry, a week's worth, 2 weeks worth of clothes on my back. Because again, no car, no drive. I'm not trying to make people feel bad for me. I don't mind walking. But, and then so we started talking. It started out casually, we were friends. We were all mutually friends at the time. And then it just kind of just escalated.
Say, hey, I see you doing laundry over there. I'm a little protein deficient. Could you help me out with that?
Well, as we know, it's a white food.
She didn't live in the same city. She lived in a different town, maybe 25 miles out of town. So it wasn't like we didn't see each other on a regular basis. We were just mostly over text and messenger and such.
Right. Okay. So because that's something that Shanny talked about. I remember she had a lot to say about Angel. It was her best friend, and oh, how could Chris do this? That chick has every disease in the book, and she has sex with her uncle, and there's all type of stuff that Shanny was sort of leveling against her. And it's like, okay, yeah, she's upset. That's the mistress to your now ex-husband, but we all knew that there was something more to it, right?
Right. It wasn't like I wasn't like I was like, okay, I'm just gonna cheat. It didn't just turn into that. It just kind of went with it. And as me and Shannon were getting to more and more, she was getting significantly worse and close to the end. It just was easier and easier to do. And I'm not proud of it. I'm not saying, oh, I was right in what I did. It was the best decision possible. Obviously, I know it was not the right way to handle things. No, I know it wasn't a mature, and even if we want to go, Rev says Christian thing, but I've always owned up to it. I've never changed my narrative about it. It's always been consistent. I realized what I did was wrong, and I'm not proud of it. I wish I did have the backbone and the balls to walk out.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's wrong.
Wrong is a strong word.
I mean,
Are you saying it's
my
wrong and
conviction,
strong?
as I said, I'm not. I just different, and I understand everyone looks at things differently. Some people say, well, it wasn't actually cheating because you didn't actually go all the way, and some people are like, well, that's absolutely cheating. So it is kind of.
I mean, it's past. I think it's past third base. I'm not sure if that's
right. So
but
I'm
you're not sliding home
justify
yet.
it and talk around me doing it, but I'm just saying some people have different opinions over it. So it is kind of a weird area. So when you say wrong, I mean it can be argued, but. From where I sit, I just feel myself personally, it's wrong,
Right. Well, no, that's fair enough. So we got a few more little clips. So in the meantime, while that gets queued up, has Shanny ever expressed interest in doing anything like outside the marriage, as far as I gotta say, so stuff that's not so vanilla, like inviting other women in, so maybe for a tryst or something?
No. That was not something that was on the table when we were in a thing. I mean, she claimed to be bisexual, but, I don't know. But no, it was never put on the table or anything like that. So everything that's going on with her and Rev, especially if you're talking about that fans only stuff, that is exclusively to them. That was not something that we ever even considered an option.
During your money issues when your power was cut off, did you ever think about shoving a pickle up your ass for $1,200?
That was an option.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, do you think you can fart out cherry tomatoes?
Maybe. I mean, I haven't tried, but it's not for everything.
God damn it.
You see that, but I like that. That's a modest approach. Rev speaks very confident about something that I'm sure he's never done before.
Yeah. Well.
All right, we got this one. Apparently she's having a bit of a self-awareness.
And why am I talking about this brainwashing of the media? Because this brainwashing of the media has caused these marriages to end. And since people don't want to take responsibility anymore for their fucking marriages that end because they're fucking cunts, they're going to go and blame Donald Trump because he's an easy way out to blame than blaming yourself internally on the problem of why your marriage failed.
Oh, fuck, that implies to me.
Yeah, I think she
Wait,
just
I said
realized
something.
it.
Fuck.
I don't understand what she's talking about, to be completely honest.
So she's trying to defend Trump and say, "Oh, people are just blaming him for literally anything." And it looks like,
gotcha.
Yeah, so it looks like she just realized that in her example of people using scapegoats as to why their marriage failed, that also applies to her. And
This
so-
is the face of realization right
yeah, it's
here.
the watershed moment here.
I get you.
Granted, I don't know why my marriage failed. I did not get one day I was in love with this man. The next day he was gone and disappeared. So I have
Just like
no
that.
fucking clue. I have no
It was the
fucking
media.
closure, and
It's
I'm
know,
a slug.
one day he's there.
Holy shit. Oh man. Bro.
Can you rewind it? I want to see how this comes up.
I missed something.
What the fuck is that?
Now I'm with this slug.
Huh?
You wet brain bitch.
My mistress, she calls.
Wet fart in 3, 2, 1.
By the way, he was sleeping with him when he was wet brained as shit, which is definitely not rape.
There's a few people who have pointed out that when she had him quit alcohol cold turkey and his brain sort of went to mush, he was nonverbal for quite some time, and he would get on camera.
His dick still worked.
But his dick still worked, and so that was her excuse as to why.
Which is shocking. He's verbal now. His dick barely works. Like,
It's a trade-off. He can't do both.
There's just not enough brain power to
Oh,
run
wait,
both.
wait,
There's just
does
not enough
Chris
brain power
know
to
that
run
we-
both. That's what it is.
Does Chris know that 3 of the people in here have seen a gratuitous amount of his ex-wife's porn?
He knows now.
Every single one of us has seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No, I am.
Socka, I got you.
I really
Fuck off.
apologize.
Yeah, it's bad. Like it's
It's
hard for
like
him to
really
maintain an
bad.
erection, and it's like,
He
well,
looks like someone looking for change.
it's like, is this
Dude,
a
I
vagina
just took a drink of
or a
water. Please don't say shit like that.
Sorry, guys. Don't wish that upon anybody.
We did it for money.
Okay, this gets
It
better.
made more
Mike.
than they did.
He has,
That's actually true.
Yeah.
That is actually true.
Hey, Drag. Well, what message did you get after 15 seconds of logging into the account?
So Shanny wanted to see my big black cock because I went in as Whale Watcher 69 to sort of tell people what was going on, and so Shanny saw me because I had it connected to my Twitter. Of course, my Twitter has my profile on there, and so she goes, "Oh, that's Drag," and so then Rev and Shanny make a video and send it to me because I'm not actually typing to them. I'm sending them pictures of a guy that I review named Bran. He has these really weird facial expressions. And so they send me a video, and so Rev is going, "Hey, you want to see my wife's cunt?" And so she's like trying to dig out one of her titties to show me, and he's lifting up her gut to show me that she's sitting on the bed with no drawers on, and I'm like, I'm not watching the rest of this video. So yeah, that was fun. That was real fun.
Dear. That's the mess.
I showed my wife.
Well, I'm sorry for her too. Then
You can have that. You can have all that.
I'll pass.
like I played a little bit of the video. I don't know if anybody caught it, but he still just looks really confused after everything.
Yeah.
He's making the same faces when I talk to Vader. You want a treat, buddy? Oh, you look just like Rev.
Jesus.
Oh.
Look at that.
Arg, matey.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, so wow.
Oh, wow. Spoiler alert for that tooth in the back. You're about to go bye-bye.
You're next.
This video did not
Bitch,
age
you're
well.
next.
Holy shit.
Is that halfy the tooth, or is it's like the half the tooth now?
That's one where it's just half of it now.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's almost gone.
Guys, we went over the G thing, so
yeah,
because we got a couple more super chats about
He
it.
uses it to poke through like high C cans.
Wow. So, fucking hell. Okay, this is an interesting video. Did we get a timestamp on that one?
We do got chin stamps. There's like 6.
You're wrong for that, sir. You're absolutely wrong.
Billy on shin count.
Chin count 2020.
Start at
no. Billy has a lot of experience from looking in the mirror.
Start at 1 minute 18 seconds.
Fuck you. That's why we all grow beards.
Being real about me is my ego. I've apparently been whoring myself out. To who? Who? And first of all, where do I even get the time to have sex with anyone? Where do I even get time? I go to work, I come home, and I go on YouTube. That is my life. There ain't no man in my life. There's absolutely no man in my life. But yeah, he's trying to be all freaking dickish toward me. No, I'm not the one who went off and freaking cheated. You know, I wasn't going to cheat on him. I was going to be a loyal wife forever toward him. And it's just, he's such a dick. He's such a cock, and I can't wait to just get rid of him. And like strip my name. Like Dornbush? No, fuck that. My name is not going to be Dornbush. I'm going back to my maiden name. You know?
Can I just pause you 1 second?
Yeah.
Just an interesting, just because she says that, it's funny. When we were in the last day of court, he asked if she wanted to change her name back, and she opted to keep my last name, even though we were divorced. So I thought that was really weird, and being that she just said she was going to strip the names first chance she got, she didn't.
I like how the crater above the elbow is now completely sealed.
I see a little bit of a wrist there, though.
Oh, yeah, it did have a wrist. There you go.
Yeah.
The cat hasn't attacked her arm yet.
Screw that. Screw having that little German's, that sneaky little rat-faced German's name. Ugh, I want to get it off me so bad, because he is a dick from hell. A dick from hell. And I'll say that.
Yeah, no one likes rat-faced people from Germany.
A dick from hell.
Right, Sam?
No comment. No comment. Too soon. Too soon, Billy. Too soon.
See, clearly they had already had like some kind of like cyber sex or something. Here she is describing Jason.
I've already we won't go with this one.
I
Josh.
hate you, Bran.
I synced it.
This is a few more minutes, and she just sort of rambles about Chris.
Get into dissolution of marriage. So close where I can say, hey, I'm not married no more. And I'll tell you what will happen. There will be a horde of Christian men coming to me after that. Oh. And I'm happy about that. I'm so happy that I'm going to have a man that's going to come into my life and sweep me off my feet and make me feel
impossible.
Look, come now.
Thrown away. Fucking
Arnold Schwarzenegger is currently married.
No, he even said
I'm too old for this shit.
You make more money than me. You will never ever.
Isn't that Danny Glover who's too old for this shit?
Oh, I don't know.
No, he's
Cutler
actually
probably
too
wouldn't date her
old for
either.
this shit now.
Oh.
He's like 70 something, isn't he?
Wow.
I don't think I've actually ever seen this video before.
Yeah, but with like all that TRT dog, like I mean, he's good. We've seen how Agrippa acts.
Oh god. Oh jeez.
Is this is she at Taco Bell in this video ordering? I think I've seen this before.
No, I think it's at Culver's.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this one.
This one's hilarious. She orders all that.
Culver's, a great Midwestern chain.
Married to him for 8 years, so he wasted fucking 6 years of my fucking life.
Is she telling all this to the drive-in attendee?
That'd be amazing.
Excuse me, what's your order?
My children.
At the end. So basically at number 3.
This is one where she makes like a roundabout because she's going to like 3 different places, and I think this is like stop 2 because she already has a drink in there.
Oh shit.
Yes, I think she lifts it up in a minute.
What if they make car?
Oh god.
Alone with nobody. With nobody.
Speaking of the OnlyFans, she's gonna lift it up in a minute.
Or he can go skirt off into his relationship. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. A cheater will always be a cheater. He's going to either cheat on her or she's going to cheat on him. And then they're going to get the right freaking medicine. And I hope they do. I hope God kicks them right fucking in the teeth for this shit.
Did anyone catch how like karmatic that comment was?
Yep.
Because,
Yep.
Yeah, okay. That's great.
Somebody got in the teeth. It wasn't Chris.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Straight in the teeth. Because I never deserved any of this. Any of this. All I did was ever love that man and cherish that man. To be ignored and to be just completely taken apart as a human being.
Mr. Engine
And
Light.
it's not right. It's not right what he's done. It's not right what he's been doing, and he can go fuck himself. I don't care. I don't care. He can just go somewhere else in another world. I'll be fine. I'll have a man to love me. I'll have a man to be there for me. And you know what? Maybe I don't need a man. I don't know. Yeah, can I have well,
Oh, why is this so funny?
yeah, can I have two,
Ma'am, are you crying?
Because we're watching fat people get fatter. That's why it's funny.
and two things.
Wait, did she say the thing wrong?
Drag, this is the equivalent of why
course
it's
she
funny
did.
if you filmed a video of me picking up coins off the side of the street. Like, that's the equivalent here.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty funny.
You got to be raging about something.
Okay, I want to hear I want to hear this order. I want to hear this order.
Bean burritos.
Oh, it is Taco
And
Bell.
two things of those nachos and cheese. Yeah, and then a large Baja Blast.
Oh, no! Oh, hell. Shanny, don't you know men have been beaten for less? Of course you do.
Oh, jeez. Fucking Baja Blast, the fucking domestic violence drink of choice.
The 12-pack of those Cinnabon Delights.
Okay, she has like 6 things now.
Thank you.
So did she? Okay, hold on. Let's pause it. Did she normally order like this? Because even for me, that's a lot of food for one person.
Yeah, no, I've never seen her. Nope, never that big.
Oh, okay.
It's a very stressful day for her.
Yeah,
she eats like a bird now.
Okay, I've seen this question enough in the chat to where I'm just going to go ahead and ask it. People are curious. Was there ever a random cat piss smell in the house?
Yeah, I mean, we had a cat, so it probably wouldn't be random.
Okay, all right.
What
Well, there
did
you go,
her?
everyone.
It was a cat.
Did her bra smell like it?
Well, one thing again.
Okay.
Y'all are wrong. Whoever that,
Oh, jeez.
y'all are wrong. All of y'all wrong.
Since Grampy was the last one. I'd seen it a few times, but I was tagged in that one. So
I guess we'll get some more questions in.
Yeah, let's get. And if you're not already subscribed to the Geek Room and y'all love this kind of shit, this is probably a good time to subscribe. I'm just saying.
I'd say.
I mean, just wow. I need a beer. I need a. Oh my god. All right. After this.
Are you going to drink a good beer or are you going to drink Shinerbach again?
You can eat my ass.
I mean, I can, but that doesn't answer the question as to why you
no, I got something
beer.
I'll be right back.
All right, so I'm kind of scroll up in some of these.
If it isn't brewed by a hipster with a mustache and an arm tattoo of the Golden Girls, I'm not going to be happy with it.
That's pretty specific.
What the fuck? What are you talking about?
What?
I mean, is that like a common thing in San Diego?
You went to a brewery with me.
Yeah, I know, I did. We went to a brewery, but I don't remember a lot of Golden Girl tattoos.
No one brought up the fact that Sam and Drag have to start an OnlyFans now called Black and Tan.
I mean, you're Puerto Rican, so wouldn't you be more tan?
No, you're more tan because you're like probably tanning in fucking California, whatever.
Okay.
While you get oiled up to wrestle men.
Oh, what's he got here?
Ooh, he's got a scotch.
Single malt.
An old high school friend who is helping to transport Trump's stuff via airplane from the Air Force has been traveling and has come bearing gifts, and this is one of those gifts. So, be jealous. Be very jealous.
Super.
Riding with Biden. Okay.
Okay, so let's see.
What's next, Frank? What's next?
We're going.
We got some questions.
We got some
We got more
questions. So
They got some questions.
Did we go over the
Nice.
claim of sexual assault and stuff like that? We already did.
We kind of glossed over it. I mean, we might not have asked about it, but I kind of talked to it. I can talk more if you got a specific question about that. Right.
Well, I mean, that's just one of her claims. You might have
okay,
used the restroom or something.
I mean, as I said earlier, her biggest gripe through our entire 7 or 6, I guess 6 years. I don't really remember all. It was too long. I'll tell you that. But her biggest gripe with me, and what we always argued with the most through our whole marriage, was our sex life wasn't up to her level. I was never like wanting to do it with her, and I didn't like doing it with her. So when she talks about sexual abuse or me, raping or sexual abusing her, it's like I don't see where they're coming from, because that was not the issue we had. The issue was I wasn't giving it to her enough because I was giving it to somebody else.
Right. So, a little ironic there. So when you would talk to her. When you had talked to her about not being, I guess, interested in sex with her, did she ever sort of indicate that she would want to make herself more sexy or want to try and fix the issue, maybe go see a marriage counselor?
She did not want to go see a marriage counselor. I did propose that, because there was a point where I was like, well, I'm going to try to save it. I'm going to try, I'm going to stay the course because, all that stuff. But she was very resistant to go to family therapy to talk about any of this stuff. Until after after the divorce papers were signed.
So as far as her that being, and feel free, to answer, but as far as her saying that she's dissatisfied with the sex or sexual performance, did she sort of offer any constructive criticism? Obviously, none of us can grow 4 inches of dick, but it
was never constructive. It was just straight up criticism.
Right.
It was meant to tear me down. I mean, as I said, I at the end I was even telling her, like, I don't want to do this with you, because 9 times out of 10 it's just going to end into a fight.
Right.
9 times out of 10 it's going to end into a fight. So why would I want to have a fight when a fight's inevitable? It's a catch-20. It was a catch-22. If we didn't, we get into a fight. If we did, we get into a fight. It's like I didn't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, Shannys very open about the fact that Rev doesn't really satisfy her with penetrative sex. So
I mean, we've seen, like, we know why that is.
Yeah, well, I mean, we understand why. I mean, it's hard to go.
How do you like baby carrots? Is really what we're asking.
It's not a baby carrot, folks. Right, Shanny? It's not a baby carrot.
Yeah, but you box anyway, so it's cool.
So
he's got that Michael J. Fox stroke game.
She opts for.
Jesus Christ, man! You said that so smoothly.
So she opts for oral sex, and she touts his oral sex. So was that something that she would talk to you about? Almost. So please.
No, she wanted that, and I just didn't like doing it.
Did you eat your own jizz?
It's a fucking safety risk. We've already gone over this. Like she has to hold back like 50 pounds of weight so she doesn't crush fucking Rev's skull when that happens. So, I mean, I understand.
I'm speaking for all the geek room here. You can just let go of that pound of weight, fucking Jen.
Like, what are these things? Like, she's like fucking like she's gonna exert herself, and she's gonna get exhausted, get a little lightheaded, and kind of fade out. She's gonna let go, and she's gonna come 2 hours later with Rev just crushed below her fupa.
It don't look like natural causes. Don't worry about it, Shanny.
So
you have to identify which fupa you're talking about, because
there's multiple.
That have seen the OnlyFans.
Oh god! Can we not go over the fact that she is segmented like the caterpillar from A Bug's Life?
Oh god!
Oh god damn it!
So, guys, I don't like the fact that I am so accurate with these references. I don't like it. It's just that's what it is.
It's a curse.
It's a curse, really.
It's one of those things. Like I don't want to make fun of it, but I mean, it just
like ever since like the first time that there was like that fucking cuddle video where it's just like, what part of her body is that? You know, like I see flesh.
That would make an interesting game.
But I'm not sure what it
You
is.
guys
This
already
makes
played
me
that
think-
game.
Yeah, and the amount of
Billy.
screenshots that we had, the amount of screenshots that we have now for guess what body part that is fucking like just it's amazing. That thank everybody for cooperating with us and participating.
So, as far as the oral sex thing, is it a fact that that's not sort of your thing, or was there an issue with Shanny that sort of made you avert
it's
to
partially her and partially I had a really bad experience like the first time I ever did it, and I just didn't want to do it.
Right. So with
you don't like
Shanny,
the taste of sewers?
so with Shanny,
Oh,
was there
Jesus,
any?
Bill.
So you alluded to there's something with her that made you a little averse to it. What would that have been? If you don't want to talk about.
I mean, I guess it's a hard question to answer. I mean, it's just like because for the longest time, I only went after like girls that were heavy because I thought that was all I was really worth. You know, because I knew, well, I mean, you know, I tried to every skinny and anyone that was like, you know, a regular human being was just wanted to put me just be friends and stuff. So I'm like, but it seemed like the heavier women were more open to being in a relationship. And at the time, I just wanted to be in a relationship. I didn't really care with the who. And so, but she she had a similar build as that one lady, so it was like kind of like shell shock, you know, in a way, you know.
So was there any attraction?
At first, yes, but at the end, no. As I said, it was I didn't because I knew it was a fight. So no, it was I didn't have confidence. I didn't have any confidence in that area because all she would do was just tear me down.
Oh, right. So it wasn't the outside; it was the inside that did it for you.
Yeah,
like her soul, yeah.
Hey, at least you made it. That's more than Rev can say at this point.
People have seen and sort of surmised from Shanny's numerous videos and conversations with Rev that her personal hygiene is, let's say, subpar. And so one of the biggest questions that would come up was, did she sort of bathe accordingly, especially for someone her size?
I mean, she did bathe, yes. When we were together, she did, yes.
Okay. So that answers that, so we can stop seeing that question. Times.
Did you guys ever go to the zoo?
No, actually, we did not.
Oh, okay. I was like questions like if the hippos or the elephants came up to the fence, wondering if they're partners.
I got a question. Like this is one of the ones that you can. Was she ever like? Did she ever just cuss out the kids at all?
Yeah. Those times.
So it's kind of a thing, like especially if she was just upset about something.
Yeah.
And they were a lot younger.
She goes there to Shanny in like 2.2 seconds.
And this is when the kids would be a lot younger than they are now too.
Yeah.
So just for clarification, so it's saying, you know, pick up your damn toys versus pick your damn toys up, you stupid fucking kid. Yeah. Like it's so I want to draw a distinction because there are lots of people watching. So she would curse at the kids and call them derogatory names.
You wouldn't say she was like she would say, but she would cuss around them, but wouldn't necessarily like what you painted. No, it wasn't really like that. It was more like in general when she was disciplining, she might have dropped a language, or she would lose her temper and say things she probably shouldn't have said. Okay. We just wanted to make sure. I'm glad you allowed me to clarify that.
Right.
I don't want to. I mean, I want to paint her as the most. I mean, because obviously people have their opinion about her. I have my opinions about her. People can make their own mind about her. But like from what I've experienced, you know, I don't want her to be like. I don't want to give her any ammo against me. So.
Right.
It was just recently. I was actually going over a video and we just seen her cussing at her kid, telling to shut the fuck up, or there's a thing where.
So I'm gonna ask the realest question. Okay, that I'm probably gonna ask on just like without the sarcasm stuff, because as a parent of a kid with autism, because her youngest obviously has autism, he had the diagnosis when you and Shiny were together, right?
We had a preliminary school one. I don't know if she actually, when we were together, we never actually got it. Like we never went to a medical. We never really followed through with it. I mean, I don't know if she has now. I don't know, but I know in the past we had not. No.
Okay. Yeah, because I know
it wasn't a medical. It was a schools. Like they did their school thing, and they were the first step, and they recommended us going to see a doctor, and we didn't fall through with that. So.
Do you think has he had a diagnosis since then?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I know that like for my own case here, like the amount of like therapy and sessions that my son has, and he's only he turns 5 next month,
sure,
and he's already got a lot of this stuff going on because that's one of those catch early type programs, I think. So it's there's obviously that concern, just from a parent at that point of viewpoint that what is she doing to help with that? Because
I can't answer to that or anything over after about 3 years ago. I can't speak to any of that because I really don't know. I mean, you guys have seen a lot more, and she has a tendency of deleting everything she does, so it's hard to
Is there any questions I skipped from the super chats track that?
Don't think so. So we already got the G's. From all the guys watching, Chris, does your girlfriend have a sister?
Again, no. Unfortunately, you guys are out of luck. Sorry.
Yeah, some of the questions I asked, you actually kind of answered them in a way. So it's kind of trying not to re.
Yeah, no.
Like, do we ever go over the axe incident?
The what? Oh no. Well, we kind of talked about it. We can talk about it. Yeah. It was the day she found out, and she went full just I don't even know what happened that day. It was like she was no longer the person everything about her was just insane. But yeah, we were out in the backyard. That's when she found out because she intercepted a text that I got from Angel and something. And then, she confronted me about why was she here. And that's when I told her. I probably should have told her right away. I mean, I don't know what I was waiting for, but it was kind of a weird thing. Oh yeah, by the way, this was your best friend. Sorry, bye. I can't do that. I don't know how to do it. So, but my brother had an axe he had laying in his yard, and so she grabbed the axe and she just went. He had this little lowrider truck he was working on, like one of those small little trucks, and so she just took the axe and just started whacking the hell out of the bumper of it, and then she tried to self-harm herself using the axe. And mind you, the boys were coming out, and I was, managing her so she didn't hurt herself, and then also managing them so they didn't see their mother in that state because I didn't want them to have to see that, So between all that, she would. I got the axe out of her hand. I don't know what possessed me to try to, when a crazy person has an axe, I don't know what made me not just run away, but. I don't look like much, but I was able to hold her back from me. She tried to cut herself with the axe. She tried to cinder. She rubbed her arm against my brother's fire pit. She was trying to just make a big scene. Tried to walk in the street just wearing her skirt and a bra, and that's it. And it's like the boys were coming out this whole time. I'm like, God, just knock it off. It was nuts.
How many times
did got called?
Go ahead.
And the cops got called, and because she smashed my phone. She took my phone and she smashed it against the fire pit. And somehow my mom, somehow she must have pocket dialed my mom because she heard, she didn't hear me. All she heard, she thought that Shannon was killing me. So she called the cops, and they interceded. So, and that's when she went to the psych ward, and that's when I finally decided to leave her. At that point, that was the end. Or that full-on episode.
How many times has she tried to do this in front of the kids, like self-harm?
Well, I mean, that was the only time that I know of.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, so the first incident that you talked about, this is the same incident, right?
Yeah, this axe event is all tied together.
Okay.
Jeez. It was like this. Wow. I mean, this is a lot to take in. Chris, there's a lot more. Would you be willing to come on a second time at a later date?
Sure. Yeah, this is all going 2 hours. So if you want, if you got more questions and stuff, I'm willing to do this. I like to get my story out there, and it does feel good to finally get it out and just talk these things out in a larger format, so that I don't have to continually. If I do decide to go back to YouTube, I'm not just going over the same points over and over and over and over and over again.
Fuck, they should give you 1 week of just being on the salt mine where you don't have to talk about your shit and we just make fun of other people again.
Right? Yeah. If you want to come on the salt mine, we have some pretty fun videos to show, very cringy ones. Feel free to watch any past episode to get an idea, but it's sort of the same format. Some of the same individuals here, plus or minus a Jew or Puerto Rican, depends. And so, yeah, there's a lot of people who have seemed to definitely been enlightened about Shani, and a lot of the things that I sort of suspected were confirmed. And so Shani is waiting with bated breath. I mean, she always is, but
those breaths are never bated.
If you're having trouble sleeping tonight, just do me a favor. Lift your hands above your head, and then you're good.
5 seconds.
Nightlight.
Shani mentioned karma, so I figured I'd pull up this picture here. Since you two have been divorced, this is what her karma looks like. So
that picture's a year old, too.
Yeah.
And just a little context, she beat Rev and then called the cops and saying like he was doing all this, and she ends up getting arrested.
Yeah, that's definitely not albino Harambe. Jesus Christ.
I love that. I love the last picture because it's like a normal sized person.
We did get a $5 super.
Did you get the picture of the billboard there, Frank? By the way,
which one?
No, where'd you send it?
I sent it to you on Discord.
Oh God.
Just because it's almost November, so Diabetes Awareness Month.
So my buddy from outside, shouldn't Gary be at the park screaming, "Leave Shani alone" into his potato phone about now? Don't worry, it'll come. Chris decided to come back now. Huh, it must be those atheists.
Let me see if he's live.
She'll probably give him a call and a few bucks and say, "Here, defend me."
Just in case you guys don't know, Drake was on a billboard, and Diabetes Awareness Month is coming up in November, guys. So, give if you can.
That billboard is real. They just added the diabetes shit.
Oh God damn it! You said we had a $5 super chat.
Yeah, that was just the buddy from the outside chat asking about G-Man. So he's been very quiet. I think even he knows it doesn't look good. So we suspect that there's going to be a lot of spin. Shani will not acknowledge the fact that none of this would have happened if it wasn't for her continuously mentioning your name. Rev is going to say whatever Shani wants him to say, or she'll eat him. And they're gonna laugh. I mean, that's the
split lip.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad, but there's videos I have of Rev that are very cringy that I'm going to be playing in the near future. So you are more than welcome back to that. I'm pretty sure people in the chat definitely want to hear a bit more because there is more. Oh yeah, there's definitely.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Anytime, just hit me up, and I'm usually down to do stuff. So.
We'll give you a little bit of breather room, so you're not going to 1 week, doing another week. So we'll get with you and make a we'll see what they spin off, and then
yeah, absolutely, yeah. If you want to do a follow up on this, then absolutely, I'm more than willing to participate.
Jesus, you people are fast.
People are already on. That was Mothra. This is. That's awesome.
Oh, can you say squirt?
Oh my God. Okay, who the fuck did that one?
So Mothra and Jules have been making these. These are great. Oh wait, here's another.
Oh, thank you both so much.
Oh, you made his teeth better.
These are great. Bravo. These are fucking great.
You guys are on.
Hey, I already changed my avatar to that.
Bran, you're fucking Rev, you're a bitch. That's all we need to say.
Yeah. God damn it.
Wow. That.
All right, so I guess we'll
This
do
was
our
disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah, so
you're all wrong.
Make sure everybody goes and checks out Shannys for Christ channel after this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It is Stan Dolphin.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, she's already banning people, by the way. So.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently someone asked a question about people asked about your girlfriend's sister, and it got nuked kind of quick.
Yeah,
or something like that.
I want to ask her the question: whose baby carrot do you prefer, baby or normal?
Jeez.
Damn it. All right, so we're gonna do our usual shit. Sam, you got anything you want to shell out?
I started a Twitter because I was bored and I want to troll. I'm at What About Jew.
Oh boy.
And that's that.
Damn it. Socka.
I got nothing.
Drag.
Thank you. Mothra is this week's Lobster Bisque benefactor. Thank you. That was extra lobster bisque, and it actually went to Mama Drag, and she enjoyed it. So thank you. Thank you, Rev, for letting us know that you hate Tyrone and him getting steak and lobster. So I'll continue to eat it on camera. Just
long dick style.
Long, yeah. Fucking your wife. Long dick style. From the back. That's disgusting. So, other than that, tomorrow, I will be playing something very special. And I'm not going to say what it is, but it will feature yours truly and someone else. It is a replay. And if you all like the game Phasmophobia, myself, Frank, Socka, and Jello played Phasmophobia for about 4 hours today, and there's some really good clips, and Jello and Socka shitting themselves. So
yeah, it was fun.
Multiple times.
So I'll get those edited out, and if you guys want to see it on this channel, I'll figure out, make sure it doesn't get all grainy, and then I'll post it over to the gaming channel. But yeah. So Chris, do you got anything you want to shout out, man?
No, I'm good. I thank you guys for having me on. It was a lot of fun. You guys are good. You guys are really funny guys. So thanks.
Start your channel so next time you can chill out with something. Rebrand yourself. Do something.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Just I don't know what yet, but I'm gonna come back. I think eventually, but I just don't know when. So maybe after this all blows over.
Did you see?
It'll never
Bran.
Try to get in contact with you.
Bran, you want to go through our usual?
Sure. So yeah, like we said earlier, probably some new people, some new folks in the chat watching this. Subscribe if you enjoyed it. It probably does mean you're a bad person, but it's between you and I. Don't worry about it. We can have our secrets. So yeah, other than that, just leave us a like if you enjoyed it. Check out all the pertinent links down below as far as our social media and supporting us. The private shows are returning. I believe it's going to be the 25th of this month. It'll be the last Sunday of the month. So go ahead, and if you're interested in that, jump on that by becoming a channel member or joining up on the Patreon. And yeah, other than that, thank you, Chris. Thank you to the panel. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Wait, why didn't you mention Amazon?
Fuck Amazon. That's why. Bezos can blow me.
Remember, it's every week.
Black people do coke.
And
I'm going to go bake some bread with Shanny. No, the fuck I'm not.
Hashtag fuck Billy.
Like I'm never gonna finish with Shanny.